Hey everyone, it's Trish here, and today I'm creating a card for the current Paper Smooches Anything Goes challenge, and I thought it would be a perfect time to start off my fall series for this year, and I'm hoping to create more than just 2 or 3 cards for this year. So I'm starting out with the Paper Smooches stitched die, and I'm using the wavy one, which you'll see here, which just pierces the paper with some dash lines. So I'm using that as a guideline for my bat that I'll be using from the Falling For You stamp set. And I'm going to be taking my anti-static tool and rubbing that all over the black cardstock just to prevent any additional embossing powder from sticking to the paper where I don't want it. I'm using VersaFine on a Versamark ink to ink up the bat, and I'm using some Ranger detailed clear embossing powder to heat emboss the bat images on my black cardstock. Once I've done that, I've gone ahead and stamped the bat once again, but this time on some Simon Says Stamp 120-pound cardstock. And I'm going to be using my Copic, so I'm using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp out this super cute bat. And I'm just taking 3 colors of grays. I'm taking N3, N5, and N7 and adding a little bit of character to it with using this swiping motion on his wings to give it some dimension and texture. And I'm going from lightest to darkest and then going back. You'll see me go back with my N7 a couple times just to get the right color that I'm looking for. And then I will even out the color with the N5 and then lastly the N3. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut out the bat. This stamp set does have a set of coordinating dies with it. However, I don't have any in my stash, so I just fussy cut it out with the scissors, and I'm using my black distress marker to just ink up the edges of the bat just to give it a more clean and finished look. This card actually measures out to 5 by 7, so I've gone ahead and cut this green glitter paper to exactly 5 by 7 inches, and then the white mat is 1/4 of an inch shorter on either sides, and then again the black one is 1/4 of an inch, or excuse me, 1/2 an inch shorter on either side. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the layers. I was messing around with some clips, but I just didn't like the look of it, so I took them away, and I'm just attaching all the layers onto the green glitter piece and securing it with some more just Scotch tape. And then I'm using the Multi-Medium by Ranger to add a little bit of adhesive over the stitched border to adhere this Lawn Fawn trimmings in the color Spooky Hempcord, which just was released by Lawn Fawn. So I'm placing that and kind of just seeing where the layout of my card is going, and I decided that I wanted to attach the bat using some dimensionals, so I double layered them to make sure it was really popped up off the card. And I've also pulled the Happy Halloween off of the Halloweenies stamp set from Paper Smooches, and I'm just going to stamp that on the same 120-pound cardstock with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, just so that everything kind of matches together and is pretty seamless. So I've trimmed out my sentiment, and I'm creating a banner edge, and you'll see here that I was thinking about originally putting it behind the bat, and you'll see in a little bit that I go ahead and change my mind, and I'm going to be moving it again. But this is where I originally had it, but had some icky glue mess up by the twine, so I'm going to be moving it in a minute. And I'm also going to be adding on some sequins. Again, I was having a lot of trouble with what was going to fill in that blank space. So I decided on a couple of green sequins as well as some enamel dots that I created myself using some perler beads, but I used a clear perler bead melted down and gave me this frosty enamel dot. So I'm just attaching that again with the multi-medium glue, and that completes my card for today. Actually the very last thing that I did was I used a white gel pen and added some faux stitching around the whole entire card, and then I attached it onto my card base, which was again the Simon Says Stamp 120-pound cardstock, just to keep everything pretty consistent and the same. And that is it for my card. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to head over to my blog to have a list of all the products used on this card and for future videos. I'll see you back in the next one.